Dream, dream,
Dream,
dream,
dream,
dream.
when I want you in my arms, when I want you with all your
All your
charms,
charms,
whenever
whenever
I
I
want
want
you.
you,
All
all
I
I
have
have
to
to
do
do
is
is
dream. Dream,
we
dream,
never
dream.
said that we got paid for our songs, but
No. Well, speak for yourself.
there you go. Well,
I
welcome
love it.
everybody. Sharon Sipe, I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, but never ever have a worry with that.
Oh,
You need to take breaks off more often than you do, my dear. And
yeah.
Nancy Miracle and Wiki's here. And hi, Annie Bear. Glad to
Hey,
see you
Hi,
Bear.
here.
Annie. Hey,
Yeah.
Annie Bear.
She's coming through with dessert. Oh boy. What is
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Annie Bear?
Please.
What is it? I'm excited about that. Hi, Leah. Um, and Glow. And Warrior Girl.
Hey,
Warrior Girl. Wiki. Hi,
Ricky.
everybody. Yeah. Aloha, Glow. Aloha to you. Linda Thompson. Hi, Linda
Hi.
Thompson. Um, Warrior Girl, we're going to talk about Easter Island tonight, so don't let us forget. Um, anyway, how is everybody doing tonight? We have, if everybody doesn't know, and I got to point this way because yeah, it's always confusing when yeah. So we have Kelly Healer is here, and we
Hi,
have
everybody.
Kate, yeah, and then we have Diana, oil painter. And we have Tyrion holding your space. Whoops, wrong way. Sorry, feeling punchy tonight. Perhaps someone else should run the show. I don't know.
Nope, you're perfect.
You're not alone.
Hi, Jay Marcus. It is hot. Oh my God.
Um,
Yes, very
Come on,
hot
you
out there.
guys. Come on to Michigan. Beautiful.
Well, you live near a pond or
74
something too, don't you? Don't you live near somewhere to go
near
swimming?
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Swimming
in
hole?
Michigan. Pick a spot.
Okay. Hi, Rossi. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, we didn't travel anywhere in particular last week or since we've seen everybody. But
yeah.
I did get uh, a suggestion from Warrior Girl that next time we're going to be on Kate's channel, which I'll mention a few times because I want people to realize that. Um, we might want to go to Easter Island, which is what, down at the very, very bottom of South America, right? Where the heads are. Isn't that where the heads?
That'd be
Um,
fun.
I'm in.
Me
yeah.
I
too.
would love that.
I want to know what's under their head. I mean, obviously,
The body.
they said that they're supposed to be their whole body there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what
So
they
we're
say.
yep.
The giant.
Yep. Hi,
Yeah.
Pierrette. How are you, dear?
I know
And
what.
Rossi, it's good to see you. Yeah, it would be unbearable. Oh, it would be bearable with AC. You don't have AC, J. Marcus?
She does.
She does or doesn't?
She does.
Oh, she does. Okay. Yes, their
No.
bodies, Leah. Yeah, but no one's ever seen them because of all the buildup and stuff. So, be great to know what's going on. Um, so, ladies, I don't know. Have you ever watched Denise Siegel, her show?
Yes.
You
Sometimes.
have. Okay.
I watched
So
her this morning, and I rarely
this
watch her.
morning. Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you see her visions show about her visions?
Just a little bit.
A
Yeah, I
little
didn't
bit.
watch a lot of it, but it was
Okay.
pretty amazing.
She does do some astrology, but she's also a psychic, and so um, the other day I don't watch it all the time. Just once in a while, I'll catch some of it. But I was watching it, and she said, "Okay, I'm going to tell you what I see, and you're not going to like it." And of course, she told everybody what she saw, and it sounded like nuclear to me. It sounded like
Oh,
nuclear. She was seeing things coming down from the sky. She was seeing all kinds of things, shifting of the floor and stuff like that. And of course, not telling us to be fearful because we We don't need to have any more. We got enough fear in this country to last us a zillion years, you know. But
Yeah.
I thought it was just interesting to mention. A couple of people have emailed me and asked me what I thought because it just, um, wasn't the best. But she never used to do. She people have asked her to please say what she sees, so she did. But something to think about and maybe check out. I don't know. I remember the 90s. I was going through the times where we were talking a lot about the earth changes. And
Yeah.
right now, as we have seen in Maui and we've seen in other places, um, there's a lot of disasters that are occurring due to the climate. So, yeah, something to think about.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't want to bring everybody down, but sometimes I think oh, you think there are chambers underneath those bodies, Annie? All right. I
Interesting.
didn't know if they
Annie.
deforested that land. All right. Sandy, you love her. Yeah, she's very brilliant lady.
Yeah.
Hi, Janet. Could it be volcanic ash? It could be. My husband actually said that. So,
Interesting.
Carolyn Adams, I don't want to say anything about psychics, but she has she has had end of times visions. Okay. All right. I didn't know she did that all the time. All right.
You know, and it's okay to be informed, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure she knows whether she's experienced past life dystopian
Uh-huh.
or not,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And history does have a habit of repeating itself.
That's very true. So she's looking at patterns maybe too.
Yeah.
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 And because of her astrological gifts,
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have anything bad to say about what she's done. No, I don't have anything bad to say about anybody in their channel.
Right.
I wondered if anybody ever if they had seen it and what they thought about it. But
So what did you think about it?
when she was describing it, I was seeing it.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like the word nuclear came to me. But
Wow.
it could be volcanic ash. It could be who knows what. You
Yeah.
know?
Well,
And it also could be in 20,000 years. I don't know. You can
Yeah.
have these
It
kinds
could be
of
in
things.
100 years.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I saw
Well, maybe-
January 6th play out, and it wasn't in a dream. It was in an afternoon meditation. And
Okay.
then January 6th happened, and it's exactly as I saw it.
Wow. Okay.
Right down to them walking through the halls.
Wow.
Mhm.
Maybe she just come back from watching Oppenheimer.
Well, it is interesting because don't you think, have you ever seen, if you think about this, periods of time in our lives when different shows were on, we had like a whole bunch of cop shows and, like NYPD Blue and this and that. And then we have a whole bunch of sci-fi shows and it's like there's a theme.
Mhm.
And so, yes, with Oppenheimer being out
Mhm.
and, that of course is not nuclear, it's atomic, but still. Well, what are we going to do with Barbie though?
Yeah, Barbie. I will tell you. I saw the best alien movie ever. It's called Jules,
Oh,
and it stars Ben Kingsley.
I like
Oh.
him.
Stars Jane from Saturday Night Live. Jane
Jane Curtin.
Curtin. Okay,
Okay.
and it is loving and charming and
Uh-huh.
higher vibration and really it really bothers me that most of Hollywood wants to portray ETs and aliens as something to be fearful of.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not that. And so it was really wonderful. I really recommend it. It's probably my favorite movie this year. Oppenheimer was pretty spectacular. But Jules would just really
it's a brand new movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I love Ben Kingsley. One of my favorite movies is The House of Sand and Fog.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
That's an amazing movie.
I know. Ben is incredible. He's incredible. But it's so warming. It gives you hope. And it's a good one. It's a good one to go see.
Okay.
Grab your Saturday afternoon popcorn.
Wow.
And just if it gives you peace of mind, it was probably about 6 months ago I checked in on the whole nuclear thing, and
Yeah.
I wasn't getting anything,
Didn't
but
get
now I have
anything?
checked in recently. But
Okay.
if it just,
Yeah.
it 6 months ago when I checked, I was getting.
I'm not feeling fearful or anything about it, because I just feel like all of us are here for whatever we're here for at this point,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so I'm fine with it. I just really was throwing it out just to see what anybody thought, because you've got visions like you had, Diana, when you were just sitting, and then there's dreams, and they do, you can get both.
Yeah.
You can get both. You can get an awake dream. By the way, Sharon Sipe, I want you to go and lay down, and you don't have to be here tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, honey.
Sharon,
Go
we
lay
love
down.
you.
Go get some rest.
Go get some rest. We're fine. We got
Yeah.
Warrior Girl will take over. She'll take over and put up some stuff. You go rest, Sharon. Please.
Yes,
We
please.
love you. Thank you for all
Sharon.
you do. Yeah. Carolyn, yes, the thing in Maui must seem like the end of times to the. That's what they were saying. Yeah.
Yes.
A mile a minute
Yeah.
is how fast it was burning. So
And when you look at those pictures, it's like, like a bomb dropped.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim. Nice to see you. Yeah.
Another
And
Kirchner.
hello, Michael. Wow, we got
I'm
Michael
still
here.
waiting for Glenn to walk in.
For Glenn Beck.
Glenn,
Oh,
For sure.
Oh, Kirchner. Oh, that's right.
because it matters.
All right.
Hello, Michael.
Thanks.
Nice
It's
to
so
meet you.
unusual to see men here that we always throw out a hello to all the men that come through.
Yep.
So Craig is about the only one that's always here, but not others. Nuclear will not be allowed. Annie, I heard that. I did hear that. I heard that the ETs won't allow it. Yeah. I did. I agree with you. I agree with
She
you.
said something this morning about feeling like there was an earthquake or something, and I think she's near the New Madrid Fault.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sharon has a bad headache and she doesn't need to be here. So yeah,
right.
that's what it is,
Yeah.
Sally. Yep. Yeah. Who else is here? And Sally, it's good to see you. Yeah. Rest is best plus water. Yeah. Today is a day where people should be really drinking down the water, and make sure also when you're drinking down the water that you have some electrolytes in it. That's why I only buy Life water now, because it comes with, I think Smart Water does too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, ladies, what you been up to? I've got a dream here from Annie Bear that we're going to look at. And I also wanted to mention there was something else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm so scattered here, everybody.
No, don't.
You're not
apologize.
alone. You're not
Okay.
alone.
It's all
Okay.
good.
Don't worry about
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
It's the new moon. We're kind of.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I like what Leah says. Talking to my grandson, I describe the world as like a dog getting out of the water.
I like
You
it.
are
Take it
so
all out.
good. Yes. Hi, Roxy. It's good to see you. Oh, here it is. Warrior Girl says, I saw Regina Meredith on Gaia on YouTube on Easter Island, and they have one of the oldest divine feminine temples on earth.
Wow, Warrior Girl.
Let's go
That's
meet
All
there.
right.
That'll be a place.
So we're gonna meet there in the female temple, the feminine temple. Is that where we're gonna meet each other?
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Should we have like one of those headdresses with a big like ISIS thing on it or something?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Are we going splunking? Or maybe we need it to be a light.
Well, it could switch into one.
You have a big spotlight.
Mine has a door.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
If
right.
we're going down below, we might need to have a light.
We might need that. So
might.
we'll have the ISIS thing that you can go whoop and the light comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that would be really fun.
And if you fellas are going to go with us, you don't have to have the ISIS thing. So, yes, let's plan on it then. We'll talk about it.
They should
next
definitely have the headlamp though, and they can help guide.
The
I
headlamp
agree.
would be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, many hummingbirds. Oh, Sally. Sally lives in
Beautiful.
Arizona and she's got all these hummingbirds that are around her house. That's so wonderful, Sally. Yeah.
I love
That's
hummingbirds.
Yeah.
I also have a dream today, Aley, from the Dream Detectives Gmail account with permission to share.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to type it into the private chat, and then I can highlight it and bring it over to the whenever we're ready? All
Well, I
right.
think it's way over 200 characters. So
it is.
I'll read
You're
it.
going to read it then.
I have
All right.
permission to read it. Yeah.
Hi, Lalani. Welcome. You had a dream, so we're gonna have that. We'll look at that one too. Okay, and Leah has a dream. Oh, you all did your homework. Thank you. Yes.
Don't you think though with this Lionsgate that the energies were really difficult? They were hard,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was hard. So
Yeah.
for us not to have met up, or for people to have had dreams that were intense, or just uncomfortable, may have also been a reflection of messaging that's coming through. That it's a transition. Now that we have the new moon coming in, we can all breathe a little bit. Although I understand that even the new moon in Leo being present with all the love aspects. There can be moments where it's all in earth and it's all in fire. So
True.
so where's the air, right? That feeling of I can't catch my breath, or I need to just sit and be quiet and regroup, kind of type of energy. But it's actually Diana and Valerie did a beautiful show about explaining the new moon. And I think energies can really affect how we sleep and what kinds of experiences we have when the energies really change.
Definitely.
That's so interesting, because today I don't go into the college anymore. I'm do everything online, but that they had to shut down the college today because there was a fire close to the college. And it just made me a little uneasy, it's like, so the fire energy is not only being held with the Lionsgate, but it's also manifesting itself in reality. And that's really kind of creepy.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire energy.
I got a notification that the neighboring county was under evacuation orders for a fire. So, we had to look it up in the map, because it was like, do we need to get in the car? Do we need to grab the cats? Really, people, please don't. It's funny. I was talking to somebody, and maybe it was my daughter, and I said, I don't know why people won't just leave. And she said, why is it older people don't want to leave their house or leave their, and if it was a pet, I would take the pet with me, of course, but what if you had a horse, I suppose, or something like that? But it's like, all the stuff we have doesn't matter. No. It's us that matters, and our animals, if we have animals, and of course our children, our family. But it's really sad. You see that a lot in hurricanes and stuff. People are going to stay and pitch a tent or whatever, and they're going to hunker down and they're going to stay. And I just don't understand it. Do you think it's just that they're coming from a more material aspect? I think it's a distrust, that they don't really believe what they're being told a lot of the time, or the disbelief that it will actually happen to them. Well, it'll happen to the neighbor or somebody down the street, but it's not going to hit their house. Because they've talked to survivors where, the only thing remaining is the bathroom where they've crunched into the bathtub and they've been safe. And when they asked them, they were like, well, I just didn't think it was going to hit us. Yeah. Or I didn't believe the newscasters because I don't. Well, because I've left before, nothing happened. So I'm going to stay because but I do remember this little lady. It was like a tornado or something, like in Kansas. And she was crying and crying, and she was talking about losing everything. And then she looked down and her dog was there alive. And she just burst out crying because, of course you would, because she thought she lost the dog. And it just showed me that, there are a lot of people that, really can understand that it doesn't matter what the stuff is. You can get stuff again. You can't get, people and dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
It is important, Sally, to have an escape plan. I agree with you. I think
definitely.
It's just a good plan. Yeah. It's just a good plan. All right, so let's go ahead and I got 3 or 4 from Annie Bear. It's one big thing, but this is the beginning. I dreamed I was singing in nature, daytime, with 2 ghost owls. So beautiful, joyful experience. Any thoughts? Now she says here later, 2 ghost owls are also called puta owls, I think. They have huge mouths and very large eyes. Then she says, I will never forget starting the song and them joining me, and they flew down and tucked into my back right shoulder.
Wow.
Annie, that's beautiful.
That's so cool.
Annie, or Tuta, is that grandmother? Grandma?
Puta? Maybe. Let's see what she says. All right. You're right, Michael. Yep.
Yeah.
I get Annie's intuition is really increasing in that there's some wisdom from the owls that could be around her house that she's getting downloads and messages from. And I also get that there's a lot of protection around her. And that too could be coming from the owls.
Oh, yeah. That must be your spirit animal too, Annie. Even though you're Annie Bear. You know, you can have more than one. Yeah. You can have more than one. Wow.
So it's also representative of goddess energy, Diana, Venus, Athena, Elena the Trods, with especially when we go back to Diana, because she is the goddess of the hunt, the goddess of the moon, sister to Apollo, protectress of virgins, and she has an owl on her left shoulder because she's blinded in her eye. So as Callie was saying, definitely there's protection and wisdom coming from that owl. You have 2 of them. You have one, even though they both went into your right shoulder blade. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
They're still protecting you on both sides.
Protection.
And isn't the right side the physical?
The physical and the father's side.
Okay, so my feeling was that she's bringing down the beautiful song from the heavens into the physical reality. But Terry, you look like you want to say something.
I love that you said that. That's so beautiful. And yeah, and also kind of high heart energy, I think, because they tuck into her shoulder. And and you know, a lot of people don't think about the heart chakra as, I think a lot of times, to bring in high heart energy, pink, into the back of the chakra for healing is one of the most beautiful things you can do.
So are you talking also about the thymus chakra, the one that's between the heart and the throat? Have you heard of that one?
I've heard of that one, and this is different. This is just yeah.
Okay.
So it's pink, and it's a real healing place. But definitely, that you're opening up more and sending out. Also with the right hand, we send, and with that shoulder, sending love. And I think that's what you do now on your channel, don't you, Annie? You send love to everybody. It's just beautiful.
No, you can't lie to owls. That's very true, Annie.
Yeah.
Callie Healer, you can talk about healing if it would help others, she says.
Yes. See, got to come back on the show.
Well, it was an honor working with you, Annie. It really was.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's important. It's an important aspect. I love this dream, and I love this experience because the celebration of life, the celebration of love, the spiritual connection and singing is unlike anything else. When spirit comes up through the heart, through the lungs, passes out and comes out and is given to the universe, there's nothing quite like it. In fact, they say that when we pray, on the other side, it comes across as music. So, I mean, what can be more beautiful than singing with your with your nature, singing with the sun shining on you, singing with these owls that show up and say, yes, we want some of this, you know, and we're going to add to the flavor of this and let you know how honored we are that you are expressing all of this. How wonderful it is. Let's celebrate because it's really quite magnificent. And I do think that Annie's work, the
Blossoming.
poetry, the artistry is so uplifting. It is such a beautiful, gentle expression of love. And I really do think that the dream was a celebration. You know, it was a marking of the day. It's a celebration. There's a point for that celebration, and only Annie knows what that point is. Whether it was to celebrate something, you know, a badge of honor that she's gotten through something, or you know, a milestone, so many paintings or so many poems, or you know, got the contract to put it into a book. I don't know what the
I really think that she is just she's expressing her joy now, and so they're bringing her more joy,
Yes.
and over like a cornucopia of joy. And how beautiful.
I bet she didn't want to wake up. When she did, she had a great big smile on her face.
Oh,
Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, and look what did you just pull that?
yes.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
That's
the King of Swords from the Guardians of the Night. It just came out of the deck.
look at the
Wow.
owl. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
Yes.
It's a ghost owl.
And I got
It's a barn
create.
owl.
Yeah, and I got create, so it's just all part of the creating that you're doing and bringing to the
Yes.
universe.
Yes.
How
We
beautiful.
should all celebrate that news. Everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody
Yeah.
celebrate that relief.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I want to send that out there and just say thank you. Thank you to the heavens. And we're all, Gerald's right. Hi, Gerald. It is wonderful news. It is absolutely wonderful news. And we celebrate with you, my sister. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's
It
wonderful.
is.
I got
Yeah.
answered prayer, Annie.
Oh,
There
answered
you
prayer.
are.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It's beautiful. It even looks like her.
It does. It does. Oh, that's so wonderful, Annie. I think I would love to have those owls on my shoulders. There you go.
Yeah.
Just invite them on in. It's all okay.
Thank you for sharing it. They say that the music in heaven is absolutely unbelievable, and you probably were able to hear it.
Yeah.
So, and it could be they were protecting you today from news that you thought you might have, and they were singing the song of joy for you, and that's why they wanted you to feel it.
That celebration. Yeah.
So beautiful.
Right? That and barn owls are also called ghost owls. I'm assuming that is the type you're talking about in your dream, and not just a figurative
Right.
owl. And the fact that it was the King of Swords, well, cancer always in a biopsy, so the surgeon brought you good news, right?
Well, Annie, we send you love, dear. Thank you for sharing your joy with us. Yeah. Thank you so much, my dear.
It's amazing.
It is. I love this name, Lalani. Very pretty. I've not had a dream about my father and brother since they died. In this dream, I could see my brother's face with my father's body. He was holding a small child that I did not recognize. They were visiting you, honey.
My brother's face, my father's body. Your brothers been reincarnated, right? And he has become a father in this life. He's transitioned and come back.
Oh, he has a child.
Come back, and he's become a father in this life, or he's the baby in this life.
Oh.
Or maybe she's the baby, and her brother and father are coming through, and they're cradling
Together.
her inner child. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Child. Yeah.
That's what I was getting to.
Were you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that she was the child, and
Uh-huh.
that um, you're the not the sum total of them, but your inner child has all the aspects of them, all their wonderful aspects um, that they hold space for you, that they hold you.
Uh-huh. All right. Ladies. Oh, she's got a little. I dreamed about my mom 3 times, but I never dreamed about my brother who died a year ago. He was the baby. Okay. But now you're the baby?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, see, I think of it as a personal journey that the father and the brother are symbols,
Okay.
her own symbols.
Mhm.
So maybe what she's being shown is that there are parts of recognition creating something new.
Uh-huh.
So to take the pieces that she knows about, that she feels comfortable with, and together combining, creating
Oh,
the something new, the new creation,
the new creation. That's right.
new
Wow.
right, the new
Yep.
journey,
Yep.
the new idea. Um,
Mhm. New
it
life.
would it may it obviously she was comfortable with seeing the two halves, not being the brother and the father and then the baby.
Mhm.
Perhaps that was their way of saying, when you combine the stuff that you know, when you combine the pieces that you are comfortable with, you will create something new, that this newness will come out.
Wow.
That's
Any
beautiful.
ideas, Kelly?
I kind of think that maybe he's reincarnated.
Just like Diana. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
It's
I
possible. It's possible. Yeah. Yeah. I pulled a card, Lalani, and I got patience. And I think they also want to tell you, thank you for being patient with us. We know we haven't been here. We were waiting to bring you a special message
Message.
together. So I'm thinking that's.
I
Oh,
got
you understand,
emotions,
Lalani? Okay.
and actually it looks like the new moon, but that
Yep.
there was emotions around this stream too. And
Well,
maybe
yeah, and it is the
tonight,
new
being
moon
it's a new
tonight. So
moon, maybe you could go before you go back and go to sleep. You could ask for some validation on that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I got protection.
Oh, they're
So they're
protecting her
always
still.
around you, protecting you.
Mhm. Yep. Lalani, you can, before you go to bed at night, you can say, is there anything else you want to tell me? Please come visit me again.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it was a visitate. A lot of it was a visitation. We tend to think we had this dream about this person, but in reality, they have come and sort of visited us in the middle of the night. I've had it. I've spent the evening with my dad talking and everything, and I wake up and it's like, oh, he wasn't here. And then I knew he was in my
Yes,
dreams.
he is.
Yeah.
Probably still is.
Oh. What do you got, Diana?
I got the Two of Cups, and we have
Oh.
elephants who never forget.
Oh,
Their
Yep.
trunks are intertwined. This is
Yep.
family intertwined, locked into your memory, locked into your heart,
Mhm.
mind and heart connection,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And
Beautiful.
underneath, we have the unfolding of the lotus, the magical
Things
lotus.
are opening up.
blossom.
The new birth. Yeah.
Yes. So I also still think that this is about a reincarnation, whether it's your father coming back to a new as the baby, since your brother
Mhm.
was the baby of the family, or your brother coming back to a new father as the baby. Because if he was just reincarnated and in this time zone, he wouldn't be old enough to have a baby yet.
Right. Right. Yep. Wow. Did everybody get to say what they? Terry, did you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
thanks.
Well, thank you, Lalani. I hope you have more visits.
Yeah.
Just remember, you are dearly loved. If they've
Yes.
come to see you, then, I mean, even if they don't come back for a while, remember that they're always watching, and they're right there,
Mm.
because our dreams are this special place for us, but it also helps us to work through things that we miss and that we need to finish, or we need to fix, or agree to. So thank you so much. All right. I saw in my dreams my cat Maudy's tail had knotted hair on his tail, and that was all there was. Okay.
Is he the Cheshire Cat?
One of my Shih Tzus has the most fine fur hair that you've ever seen, and hers gets knotted all the time. My other two, no problem, but she's always got this knot in her hair, and I
Well,
wonder if it's something to do with the word knot.
or tail,
Oh.
not
Okay,
the telltales. I'm assuming that all you saw was the knot in the tail and not the rest of the cat's body or
but she
face.
knew it was her cat Maudie. Yeah,
Well,
but that doesn't matter, because you would know your
right. I mean,
animal.
right. She'd
Yeah,
know her
yeah,
cat's
yeah.
tail.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get knotted up in the tails of
Oh,
the long tails of other people's junk.
Wow.
Well, and it could
Yeah.
also be a sign that some of the perceptions are getting heightened, like the gift of seeing. Like the gift of noticing things that
mm-hmm,
others don't notice, or
mm-hmm.
didn't seem to bother the cat if the tail was just kind of laying there. But having that perception of understanding and knowing that seeing an issue, that whatever the issue is isn't being bothered by the thing that has the issue. Does that make sense? Like being able to identify a problem within a situation, but not understand, but the people that are involved in the situation don't even see it as an issue. I don't. It could even be a reaction to the state of politics right now, where it's like, how can
Everybody's
you
getting
not
tied
notice?
up in knots.
Yes,
Tied
how
up
can
in
you not
knots.
notice that there's a
Yeah,
hairball here?
Yeah.
Or that it's matted up, or it's stuck, or it's like,
yeah.
don't you want to run a comb through that? Here, let me help you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Where it's difficult for us to watch and not reach for the comb and comb it out, right? Or not understand why it doesn't bother them.
She's also been trying to remember that he's old, and she fears his passing.
Oh,
So
Mm.
maybe, what will my life be like when you are not here?
oh,
Oh.
oh, Allie.
Really
Maybe,
good. Really
maybe.
good.
Yeah.
Because your tail, I mean, there's so many metaphors and similes and analogies here, but your tail will be very different when I'm not here, or whatever. So appreciate me while I am here. Not that you don't. Not that you don't. Yeah, Leah,
Yeah.
it's complicated. I
It is
understand. Hi,
complicated.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Um, but
Also,
yeah.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Terry.
Oh, I was just thinking, hair comes out of our head and our
Mm-hmm.
thoughts, kind of a
Mm-hmm.
metaphor for our thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and watching your thoughts. So
Yep.
if you're, which makes a lot of sense, if you have fear around that, and instead of noticing what you fear, notice what's beautiful. Notice his beautiful
Very true. Very true.
character and how much you love him. I
Oh,
mean,
Yeah.
it's not easy to do. Sometimes if we know somebody that's sick, we look at them and we think, "Oh, poor you," instead of thinking, "You're fabulous. I'm so happy you're here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Appreciating the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so hard sometimes.
I've seen a picture of some old wizened dogs, with the gray faces.
Mm,
And it's been like on Instagram. And one of the things that it's brought was, we all love puppies, but we really all need to love the old dogs. And they just have all this beautiful energy and all this wonderful life experience. And they don't last very long. as animals don't. But a lot of people will go dump them at the Humane Society, which just absolutely makes me crazy that someone would do that to get a new puppy or something, you know. But you know, you just look at them and they have a beauty of their own, and so do cats. I mean, all animals do. So, oh, you have a 16-year-old Labradoodle, Sally. Oh,
Oh, how cute.
yes. Hi, Linda. You woke up feeling. Oh, you got a dream here, Linda. Okay, thank you, dear. I'll check it out. Um, wow, the wisdom of the old dog. Yes, Leah. Yep,
Beautiful.
yep. Um, did anybody? Did I miss? Hi, Jeff. Did I
I
miss
pulled
anything?
the movement card, and I think that could
Okay.
be taken a couple different ways. You know,
Uh-huh.
that maybe you are, you know, you mentioned that you're afraid of him
Yeah.
passing, and which would be movement, but maybe it's to move his energy too, and to, you know, throw a mouse for him to play, and just get him moving a little bit. He or she, I don't
Uh-huh.
know if she
Mountie.
said. But anyway, I got movement, and I get that could be that fear that maybe you're holding on to, of him passing, and
Mhm.
and just, you know, if at all possible, to let it go and enjoy the moment while he or she
I
is
know
with.
Diana has a card too, but I got calm. I think that they're
Yeah,
telling you to be calm. Yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead, Diana. Yeah.
It goes with both of those. It goes with the dream. It goes with what you just said about old dogs. It's
Uh-huh.
the number 9, the 9 of Pentacles. I've had
Oh,
a life. It's a bear. Now, bears are canines, right? And it's
uh-huh.
an old bear. He's dreaming about all the fish he's had. And there he is, just having a gay old time dreaming,
Yeah.
which is how Leah saw this to begin with, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Awesome. That's
let go
awesome.
of the fear.
Let go
Yeah.
of the fear.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
play, but he's fast but clumsy, and that's okay. That's okay. If he doesn't
Yeah.
want to do it, he won't play, but he wants to, and so he's trying. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
A pretend mouse with catnip in it. He'll just go back to sleep about fish.
Look at this,
The
Diana.
bear was dreaming about, right?
Look at this.
So,
We call him Baby Bear. Look
There
at
you
that.
go.
oh,
Look
I
at
love that.
oh.
that's amazing.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Spirit, for that too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know I did also pick up Carolyn Booker. I have yours. We'll get to you, honey. We have a few others to before you, but Carolyn is the lady that does the
The
ghost hunting.
paranormal?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
oh,
Yes, yes.
nice, Carolyn.
So yeah, we're gonna hopefully get together and talk about it at some point. Yeah. All right.
Joy.
Thank you, Leah, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Leah.
How do we get to have really muscular men fan us with oversized leaves? I want to know. What a great question, Jay. Honest to God.
I'll
That
draw
is
up the
Little
paperwork
so-
on
And
that.
don't forget the grapes. The
Yeah.
grapes too. Yeah.
Maybe they'll be in Easter Island.
Mhm.
Maybe it will be. Yeah. Oh, so Easter Island, back to that. I made sure I let you know this, that Warrior Girl says it's above the ground and looks like a fairy hill with a few areas where you can enter. One for each stage of maiden, mother, and crone.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you for telling us that. All right.
I was scrolling through images on the cell phone looking for this
Okay.
temple.
This temple,
And that was
yeah.
really what she is describing. That was the only thing that I could see, but they were not identifying it that way. They were just saying
That's her own psychic ability. Yeah.
So
good for you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
it's on the internet. You can find it if you want to know where.
Okay. All right. So we got Wiki has a dream, and then we'll go to Sally and Sandy and Delta Dawn and Rossi, and Rossi's got a big one. Linda Thompson and Carolyn. So there we go. So we got a few to do here. So Wiki says, I remember an element of a dream, walking up on a swarm of bees, no stinging or running. I think I woke up.
Oh, awesome.
Be present.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's on it tonight, man.
Mhm.
I don't know. Just came to my mind, or
I love
they
that.
sent it down. Yeah.
I mean, that just pretty much sums that up, really, because they were so involved in what they were doing. They didn't feel threatened by
They
you.
didn't. Yeah, they
They
weren't going to
were
bother you.
present. They were in the
Uh-huh.
present moment, as you often are, Wiki.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, because I just had that experience in real life as I was cutting down purple sage, right? And the bees were just, even in the pile, they were still sucking on the flowers, and the thing was so overgrown, I had to do that.
Mhm.
And they were just so in the moment, being present,
Uh-huh.
Be present.
sweetness of life, the honey
Uh-huh.
of it all.
Oh,
Hi, Linda Thompson. As far as Carolyn's concerned, not yet. I don't think. No, I just met her last night. So, but we're going to try to have her on the show. Okay. Sorry about that. Anybody else about the bees?
Well, I
Well-
just love that she woke up not being afraid, you know.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes in life we present or we project something that's going to be awful when we actually go through it. It's really not. That when we are present, when we are grounded and present and moving through, that we can observe it and notice that, oh wow, that really isn't as frightening as it could have been. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
There were these bees in a property that I managed that were called paper wasps, and they look like yellow jackets. They look like yellow jackets. But I could literally walk up to them and take them and their hive and move it to someplace else because people were
my.
nervous, and
Really?
they were absolutely as gentle as could be. They did. I could be. There we go again. But not all of our precautions and be careful, are always the right answer. Sometimes you could come across something that looks like a really scary thing, and it really isn't. That there really is something gentle there. So.
I have them on my front porch, and they don't bother me at all.
The
And
paper wasps?
as a younger person, I would have been, there's bees here. But now it's like, they're just pollinating.
They just hang out.
Yeah.
They just hang out.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to know, Wiki, if you've been working on like releasing fear out of your life. And I wonder if you didn't have that dream to just like for validation to know that you're working past the fear. And look at how far you've come. You're standing before bees, and you're not afraid. You're not running. And so that's what I get. I get that you've been working on releasing fear, and that you've overcome it. And
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I think also they're pollinators. So, and pollinators spread things like we spread light, right, Wiki? Like you're a light worker, and you're spreading your light around, and there is no fear there once you walk into the light. So I love that. Yeah.
It's funny you said that because when I first started here on YouTube, there's a woman that lives in Texas, and she makes things out of spare parts. I guess is the best metal. She's like a meteorologist. She made me a bee, and she gave it to me for my birthday. And she said, Aley pollinates all the channels on her channel.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I know that's what I've forgotten all about. I mean, I've got the bee. It's beautiful, but it just made me happy. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
That's beautiful.
And it's true.
It's true.
It's something I try anyway. Yep. Thanks, Wiki.
So,
Go ahead, Diana.
I've pulled a card, and it goes right along with that fear factor that Callie and what's your name?
Terry.
Terry.
Terry, okay.
You are not the only one, let me tell you. But we have a snake and a mouse. I mean, Look
Yeah.
at there's pure. This is pure love right there, right?
There is.
And
Yeah.
this is the strength card. So this goes right
Yeah.
along with what we're all saying, basically.
Yeah.
No. I think
That's
it's so cool too that it was just a little piece. It was just a little piece, but it had so much meaning.
Yep.
Right? It
Yeah.
was just a little
Yeah.
piece of a dream.
A snippet. A
And that's-
snippet is sometimes all you need.
That's
Is that
right.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
like the knotted tail. Also,
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
had two of
Yeah.
those like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. And so we have another one. And Sally has a horse trailer. That's all she remembers.
Power. Horses are representative of power.
Okay.
You think about an automobile. What do you
Uh-huh.
have under the engine, under the hood? Horsepower. Because horses have represented, like it takes 33 horses to get 60 miles an hour,
Uh-huh.
or something like that. There is a ratio.
Horsepower.
I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
Horsepower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Being a Detroiter, I just
Oh, good,
know these
Suzanne. A
things.
power move. Yeah, good.
Oops.
Wow. That's really cool.
Where's
Um,
and they've been coming up a
do
lot.
you have a horse? Sally, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, do you have a horse trailer? Do you have horses? I know she has some land, but I'm not sure if she has a horse or horse trailer.
Yeah, I'm with you, Susan.
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay. So if you're here, Sally, let us know. Yeah.
We'll
What did you
have to-
pull? Oh, the
Oh,
donkey.
serious.
He's close.
I love it.
He's the burden, and he does have a lot of power. And if you
Oh
don't,
my
you buy
God.
one.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's
Does
amazing.
he go right up and make an ass out of himself?
You just can't make this shit up.
No,
Oh,
I
sorry.
know. It's all right.
Oh, we're all adults. I forgot.
We're all adults.
Mm.
Oh, seat
Oh,
of power.
Mickey, I
There
love
you go.
that.
The seat of
Power,
power.
yeah.
So it is
Yeah.
where you put your horses when you're traveling. It reminds me of the chariot, only that these animals are inside the trailer, not pulling the trailer, right?
Right.
Or the space of power, holding space for power.
Holding space for power.
Or the place
Yeah.
where power is contained.
Yeah. Or
Or,
also,
but it is horsepower, yeah. I mean, horse, yeah. Wow.
yeah.
I
Also,
guess Sally's gone, but okay.
oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Sandy, I guess you didn't have a dream here, but this is really good advice. Keeping your tornado backpack by the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all need to have some kind of a thing we can just grab, whether or not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it in my car. I have like a, what do you call it? A medical kit thing and, things like that. So
Yeah, we have a go bag.
Blanket, water,
awesome.
quick energy
Uh,
bars.
Delta Dawn wants to know, why do I remember every detail of some dreams for years and forget others as soon as I awaken? Oh, that's a great question.
Mhm.
Mhm. I have an easy answer for that.
Okay.
The ones that you remember that repeat, that are part of your
Mhm.
life, is because your life has patterns. Your life
Okay.
has patterns, it has levels, it has steps, right? It
Yeah.
has experiences that you're going through, that first you learn to crawl, then you wobble, and then you stand upright, and then you move out, right? Well, all of those steps had pieces of things that you want to keep along with you, so that when you're older and you start wobbling, and then you're no, I'm kidding. But the messages that come through for repeating or that are long lasting are the ones that are empowering you, to remind you
Mhm.
of who you are and where you're going. They are,
Yep.
the memory of, oh yeah, this is what I got to go do. Even if
Yep.
it makes sense, even if it doesn't make sense in the dream when you're thinking about it. You might put it all together 20 years later, 50 years later, and go, oh, that's what that was. Now I'm at a place where I understand it. Okay. So in some ways it's like a guiding map that you pull out every now and then and go, oh yes. The detail in it, the memory of it is all in an imprint, part of that roadmap, part of that part of that experience that you're going through. And the ones that you don't remember, you got the message, you got the
Well,
learning.
it reminds me too that dreams are riddles and they're things to be solved. And when you said that, it reminded me of Oedipus Rex, the riddle of the Sphinx. What begins on four legs and goes to two legs and then has three legs, and it's man, because we start crawling and then we walk and then we have a cane.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just figuring out those little riddly parts that are part of what the dream is supposed to give you, I guess. Yeah.
And with that easy answer there, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. And
The Wheel of Fortune. Yep.
We have one snake. We have spiders telling us the story. We have ghost owls again. 4 barn owls are along the outside of this here, right? So sometimes I was just reading a thing today, kind of getting ready for a show I'm going to be on tomorrow, and it was about dimensions, and that most people think that when we have dreams, especially those that we remember, we're in the 6th and 7th dimension having them.
Yeah.
So maybe you haven't quite made it to those dimensions when we don't remember a dream, because we're told we dream every night.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking travel too. A lot of times we travel in our dreams.
True.
We're going to different dimensions. We're sitting on councils. We're, doing all sorts of things. So, yeah, that's why we're kind of exhausted too when we wake up.
Yes. We do a lot of healing.
Now we got to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
When I used to be a tax preparer, I'd be doing people's taxes all night in my dreams.
God.
And I'd get up in the morning and go, yeah. Oh my God. Thanks, Delta Dawn. All right, Rossi's got a big dream here. It's got like several things. All of this. Now let's see. The second one came up first. I was facing the front door. A child and an adult was next to me. The house was dark as well as outside. I saw figures in the streets. Then a woman was looking around, almost like she wanted to get in the house. I did not want to open the door. And then all of a sudden she reached for me and the door disappeared and I had to back away. Then I woke up. All right. I know that was a lot. So let's start at the beginning. I was facing the front door. A child and adult was next to me. House was dark as well as outside. I saw figures in the streets. Then a woman was outside looking around, almost like she wanted to get in the house. I did not want to open. Where's the third one? All of a sudden, she reached for me and the door disappeared. It's a portal, isn't it? Is it a portal?
I'm getting this is a past life of yours trying to reach to you.
Okay.
Can you start with that first one again? So that
Yep, that's the first.
This is okay.
One. Yeah.
Facing the front door, a child.
I'm wondering if the woman that was outside the house looking was her.
Yeah, from a past life,
maybe from a past life.
To catch her attention.
She wanted to get in the house because the house is the soul, right?
Yeah.
It's where your soul comes in. She reached for me and the door disappeared.
Rossi, did you feel threatened and that was why you did not want to open the door to let her in?
Or the door disappeared. She didn't have any movement.
But she didn't want to let her in to begin with.
Right.
Because the woman looked like she wanted to get in.
I can go back to the beginning again if you need me to, ladies.
Yeah, that'd be good. 'Cause I think I
Mhm.
missed.
It's facing the front door. I'm wondering, so Rossi, I'm guessing you were outside the door. You weren't inside the house facing the front door. You were outside the house facing the front door, and an adult and a child were there.
She must have been in the house.
I think she
She
was in.
was in the house?
Well, she
Yeah.
had to be. She had to be because she was looking.
Oh, she saw figures in the streets? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And the house was dark
Uh-huh.
as well as outside. Was dark.
Right.
Okay.
And then the second part is
And then a woman was looking outside
outside.
like she wanted to get in.
Was outside looking
Didn't
around.
want to open the door. Okay. So she was inside. I was facing, whoops, sorry. Oops.
Hey, it's a long one.
All of a sudden she reached for me and the door disappeared.
Right. That's a very interesting dream.
It is.
Really interesting.
So I'm just going to jump in with the three. So there's the child, the adult,
Mhm.
and the crone.
Yep.
So, phases of life, the progression, looking out at the journey, the unknown journey, what's ahead, that lies ahead on the road.
Right.
Can't make out the figures. So looking to what's laying ahead in the future. And then having, like you said, having a woman from the past coming in to try and influence, like she wanted to learn from, or to bring her back, or to communicate something, but the universe said, that door disappeared. Okay, that this life is the present life. That this is the
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is this is where you're okay and you need to be, and it's okay to be in a place of not knowing.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay. There's an ease to that.
Suzanne wonders if it was a feeling of abandonment. But Rossi said she was surprised when she reached for her. There was no barrier between us.
Mm-hmm.
Callie, are you ready?
I got dissolving. I got ancestry, so I think you're healing some ancestral wounds, and I'm getting dissolving judgments. So with the disappearance, that kind of relates, and then growing beyond guilt. So I think there's a lot of healing in this message of just dissolving judgments, and then growing beyond guilt from your lineage.
Well,
So you only saw the one face. Okay. So
Okay.
it's interesting that Warrior Girl thought it might be the higher self.
Mhm.
Because you wouldn't see, more than one face if it was. Go ahead, Diane.
well, no, because that makes sense too. What you just said.
Uh-huh.
So I got the 6 of Cups, and again now we have 6 elephants in this card as well as the 6 of Cups. This was on the bottom of the deck, and I had to look because I pulled the Ace of Cups.
Huh?
So, to me, again, this is something that is from your past. I think past life that is trying to reach out to you to offer information of some sort. And this goes with the Maiden Mother Crone business. Because ancestor would be, as Callie pulled, would certainly be bringing information of the past, family connections,
Family connection.
things
So
that
ancestral.
things that shouldn't be forgotten.
Right. Terry?
Yeah, I'm wondering if you're not cutting some cords with past parts of yourself, like past things that were injured, perhaps, or if you're letting go of and this could be ancestral as well in past lives, but cutting some cords of past things if you're not doing some healing on your inner child. I get the I am presence. So, knowing that you're whole, knowing that you're a divine light being, and that beautiful woman coming in and showing herself to you. I mean, that's so much power, and that does sound like the higher self for sure. So, Yeah.
So it could be she's also one part of herself, and this woman is her higher self, and the child is her inner child.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever resonates with you at this point, Rossi.
And
Yeah.
Terry, I
Oh,
actually got cut cords too. That was
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're the consummate cord cutter, honey. So you would know. That's awesome. All right.
Aley, is it okay to go ahead and read this one real quick?
Oh yeah, we still got 3 more, but go ahead.
Oh,
I
I'm
guess it's going to go a little long
I
tonight.
guess it's going to go a little long. So this
Okay.
was from the Dream Detective correspondence, and I got
Okay.
permission to share it. So
Okay.
it was a private reading for her, and I'm not going to mention her name.
That's fine.
So she says, I've never had dreams that consistently had a theme. Almost every night, there's always a mess, a physical mess, a mess made of a situation, a confusing mess, a mess that I have to fix. And it's funny, there are family members in it, even a couple of times. It feels so weird. She said, I am not disorganized. I am not a messy person. I do not understand why these dreams keep coming up this way. I'm not feeling out of control. There's nothing out of the ordinary and no big decisions coming up. I'm totally perplexed. I have dreamt this dream 5 or 6 times within the last week. And today I wrote the notes down so that I could share them with you. And then at the end of the last one, there was a pile of mushrooms. Got any ideas on what this is about? And by the way, she loves mushrooms.
Okay. So, but everything's a mess, and she's not a messy person.
Types of mess.
Pretty much. That's
Yeah, different types of mess that she has to clean up.
okay. That she has to clean up.
For me, it sounds like it's about control. So, having a mess, and she's not a messy person. She has everything in control. And so, I keep hearing that song, Control, Control. I can't remember who that was anyway. But feeling like you've got to keep everything in order in your life, and we do that, right? We think that we're going to separate this here and that there and that there, but really, if we just let it all in, and walk into that light, and with curiosity, perhaps not that you're not curious, but just, wow, what's this? But and then the mushrooms, I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Thank you, Terry.
No.
Well, mushrooms, they grow in they're a fungi, right? And they grow in moist dirt and mossy areas and messy, mossy, mildewy tree trunks and places like that. And I believe your inner self is saying, take a break, relax, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
I pulled the 4 of Swords, and we have a little hibernating skunk. Like, it's okay to have, or I'm sorry, badger. It's okay. It's okay. Go deeper, but lighten up on yourself. Give yourself time to understand what's deep inside of yourself.
So I get messes are something out of control.
And
so, but we have to give over the control of things in order to live, because we don't have control. Technically, we think we do, but really we don't. We don't have any control, really.
Yeah.
Now, the mushrooms is something she likes, but I'm also thinking about them being, you know how you can take psychedelic mushrooms that alter the way you think. And so, I don't know. I've been reading a book about MDMA, so maybe that's on my brain or something. But it's the prize for her, though. If she likes mushrooms, then at the very end she gets what she wants out of the mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have a mess to get mushrooms.
Yeah.
Seriously, because it's murky, mucky dirt
Yeah.
in the dark.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But because she said there isn't anything wrong in her life. Her life is going along beautifully. So
Right.
it's not like she has to fix
We may
it.
not be aware though all the time of, you know
Right.
what I mean? We sometimes we think everything is okay, but we're not
Yeah.
aware of some of the things that
We think we have control. But
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
have something, Kelly, for her?
I do. I got relationships, and it has to do with relationships. And then I got plant growth and patience. And so that could, be the theme of the control too. But
Mhm.
I'm getting that it has to do with relationships in her
Okay.
life.
Okay.
And that she may need to plant the seeds and be patient while they grow.
That's that. Very true. Very true.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yep. And he thinks it has to do with lineage. Rewards grow out of the cycle of fallen logs in the forest. I
well
like that too.
put, and
Love that.
Yeah, very nice.
Love that.
I got, when I looked at it for the messy, I got the word chaos. And for me, the word chaos in the universe is about birth. It's about what the energy does before something brand new springs onto the
That's right. Before
right.
the tower moment is what it
Right.
is. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
something comes in and goes kaboom, here I am, look at this, this is new. And that what she was seeing was that there's different parts of her life that are about to show something brand new happening for
There you
her
go.
because
Yeah.
it was in the brewing mode. And she did mention that there was she was looking forward to a relationship event happening for her in her life.
Okay.
That she loves cooking with mushrooms because they're so delicious. And that she sees them as a reward. That she sees
Or things could
and-
mushroom into something new.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
And she was talking about crystallizing them, and and the way
Yeah.
they slow cook them, and then they change.
Sure. Yeah.
So the flavor
Oh,
becomes
yeah.
something different. So in some ways,
I'm a
that
fan.
was her special. That was her personal thing that the guides were saying. And look, you get to have mushrooms too.
well, and
For me, it would have been marshmallows or something, right?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we all have those fun things that we absolutely adore.
You do.
well, and the interconnectedness of mushrooms and roots, because a
Yes.
mushroom in Michigan that gets plucked is noticed by a mushroom in China that's still growing.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'll
Yeah.
share these things with her. I
Interconnected.
appreciate all the input. It's
Yeah.
all really beautiful. Thank you so much.
The what is it? The butterfly wing? Is that what you're basically?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. How one can influence the other. Thank you so much. So we have Linda Thompson. A few years ago, I dreamed I walked up the steps of my childhood home. I went inside and sat there with my dad in his favorite chair. My mom and my 2 sisters and my 3 brothers were there. Linda, you were visiting.
Yeah.
I've just done that. I've just did it a few months ago. I was looking at the wallpaper in my bedroom and the posters that were up and stuff. That's a visit. Yeah. Yep.
It was
What poster was on the wall?
Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. Yep. From
the movie from that.
Zeffirelli's Romeo and Juliet. Leonard Whiting and
Yeah.
Olivia Hussey. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Diana.
No, I was just wondering what that sentence was that we didn't see. It was,
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It was wonderful.
It was a while ago. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just feel like it was a visit. I
I
feel
do
like
too.
we just went back in time, and
Yeah,
this is why we can time travel.
yeah.
We can time travel, and we just don't think we can time travel, but we can do it in our minds. Don't you think?
Sure.
Time and
Ladies?
orb. It is not linear.
Right.
And it would be interesting to know what was going on in her life,
Yeah.
around that
At the
time.
time.
Because was she needing support? Was she, missing them? Just wanting a hug? Was she wanting to communicate with them? And
Yep.
and they fulfilled her her wish by,
Okay.
meeting up.
She says everything looked the same as I remember. Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I when I woke up from doing that, Linda, I didn't have my brothers there, but I could hear the music. Mom was playing Frank Sinatra. Dad was laughing at Johnny Carson. I mean, the whole thing was there. It was the
Oh
full
my God.
package. And
All
my
right.
bell bottoms were hanging up in the closet. It was awesome.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And my angels just gave me validation. So that is really what it was.
Oh, cool. Terry, I didn't mean to step on you, dear. Did you have something to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think it was a reward, Linda. Being able to go back and see something so beautiful. You've been working hard, and this is what you get. It's a beautiful reward.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, Jamie, you can do anything in our dreams. You've been a dream traveler since you were small. That's wonderful.
Yes.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Love that.
It's a way of transcending time and space. It really is. All right. So, Carolyn, since February, when a friend died, almost every night I dream of all my male friends who come to me and hold me and tell me they love me. They are all alive. Do you think it is my friend who passed? I'm sorry for your loss, first of all, Carolyn.
So sorry.
Wow.
Well, I think you are being comforted. Whether it is the actual people visiting you at the time to tell you, that they that you are still connected to them and that they sense your sadness is a very real possibility, because we are all connected, even if they're no longer actively involved in your life. The relationships and the people that you love are never ever disconnected from you. So in the event that the friend that passed is the one that comes through, that may be what you're hoping for, just know that you are still connected to your friend as well, and ask them to show you in your dream, meet you in your dreams, come and say hello, and
I get the word brotherhood, like the brotherhood is here.
yeah, so sweet. It's so sweet. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Ladies, anybody
I
else?
really think it was her friends actually coming to visit her and hold her and just comfort her. And, because that really happens. And I forget if it was this week or last week. I had me and one of my friends, we met up, and I messaged her in the morning and I said, "Do you remember meeting up in our dreams last night?" And she said, "Now that you say that," she goes, "that really sounds familiar." And so we can do that. And so I really think that, maybe your friend that passed encouraged them, to come comfort you. But I do think it was I think it was your friends that are still alive that really just met up with you in your dream state.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. What you got, Terry?
I got trust. So trust that you've got this, and they've got you, and it doesn't really matter if they're alive or if these are spirit guides, but you're held in love.
Yeah, I was going to say holding you, right?
Yeah,
We're holding space for you.
Yeah, exactly. You're held in love, and I got the romance card too. So I don't know if there's someone in that group that you've got something with, but sometimes this is just falling back in love with yourself. When you go through something like this, it's about holding space for yourself. But look at that angel is holding that woman.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And Suzanne, that's wonderful. Yeah. She says, I've had a conversation in meditation with someone who's still alive.
Wow.
You see, we have all of that possibility. We just don't all use it. We don't recognize it. And it seems odd or whatever, but it shouldn't be. It should be something we all. Yeah.
And I agree with all of you that it was her friends coming to comfort her. I got the world, and I have the bee, and what happens in right? That bee has just been so busy tonight.
Yes.
And so they take care of each other. They live in a hive, right? That support system is there for everything that
Everybody.
they know when a drone has passed on, when
Yeah.
another one left, and they go through their own mourning process. So yeah, and it's the world is filled with love, and everyone's coming to let you know
Excellent.
all the different kinds of love.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
All right. Very nice. All right, we have one more dream. And before we do it, I want to just remind everybody, next week we will be on Kate's channel. I'll make sure that I post in the community board how to, a link to go there. And Terry, you can do the same if you want. And then, we'll meet you over there because he's the dream detective extraordinaire. So there we go. Yeah. Same time, different station. All right. So, Sandy Miller, I keep dreaming I'm in the same town every night in my dreams. There's freeways, malls, lots of cars and people. Yeah, each dream, I'm very busy going through town. Last week, a man was reading from a scroll. Someone came and he rolled up the scroll and put it away, and then I woke up. Wow.
It's a lovely picture.
It is a lovely picture. What a beautiful smile, Sandy.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oops, sorry. I'm trying to get the first part of it. The same town every night in her dream. Malls and food. Oh.
I kind of feel like, again, this might be a traveling dream.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to another dimension, another you, since you keep returning there and seeing that life, and that that man was reading that scroll. It could be your Akashic records, the future of that lifetime, and you're not to know that yet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Diana. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You started.
Well, I only was going to say scrolling. You know, when you scroll through something,
Well,
that came to my mind. So okay.
So I think this is. I'm losing the word that I'm trying to use, but it's like I don't want to say premonition, but this is showing you something in the future. Like I see this scroll is not just it could be the Akashic record, certainly, but I'm looking at thinking that it is a like a blueprint of something new that you're going to be beginning, perhaps in a new town where there are things that are familiar, but something new is going to occur, and that scroll is a blueprint. And the card I got was the Queen of Pentacles. So, that can be looked at as grounding, but it can also look like it's the future. It's the ability to do what you want, the blueprint for what it is you really want to do.
It's all forms of transport, though, isn't it, too? The first parts of it? Freeways, well, not mall, isn't it? But cars, people,
life,
yeah.
Yeah, I think she's on her path. I think she's been working on spirituality and is working through the journey. And the one with the scroll is saying,
validation.
Yep. Validation. Okay, see you next week.
Just keep plowing through the town, go through the mall, go through.
Keep doing it.
All right.
Making headway.
Yes. Yep. Yes. That's awesome.
I got opportunities too.
Ooh.
And I also I got that there may need to be some more boundaries along with some balance.
Wow. Oh, Sandy says she better stay open to new things coming. Yes. Yeah. Be open. Definitely.
Be open to those opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, Rossi, Sandy, did you recognize the town? Does it look from the past to the present, well, the past to the future. I'll tell you, my husband told me he had a dream one time that he was, and it was like it wasn't, it was a vision, or, it seemed more visionary. And he was going down the street and he saw all these cars that he never had seen before. And they were all these different configurations. And as time went on in his life, he recognized that they were cars of the future that ended up really, so it was a premonition of that. And at the time, he couldn't figure it out. But after a while, oh, yes. So
That's
being
cool.
open, yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Traffic was constantly moving. Okay, and you've been opening up to new skills.
There
Good
you
girl.
go.
Good
Yep.
girl.
Interesting.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're open to new adventures and ideas, new malls, new cars,
There you go.
new towns.
Yeah. Beautiful
God.
smile.
And for that, you do need a few new boundaries when you get into those new territories.
You do.
Yep, and that balance. Keep the balance too.
That's
Yeah.
right. Keep the balance.
Keep the balance.
Wow. So everybody, thank you so much. We're getting sleepy too, Annie. We gotta go.
Have a great
Yeah.
trip.
Have a great night, everybody,
Yeah.
and thank you for being here. We love
Thank
you.
you,
Thanks,
lady.
Good
everybody.
night. Sweet, sweet
Bye-bye,
dreams.
Gary,
everybody.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okie dokie.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.